left name Waiters.
What's up, everybody? It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show you try from the break. Remember, you guys should follow and subscribe to the KBR Sports podcast on Rabble TV, Spreaker, YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at KBR_sports, where we read your tweets. Make sure you tweet us so we can get your opinions on our topics. And also, if you want to pitch a topic to us so we can go at the show. Remember, the Twitter name is KBR_sports. We want to talk about what you guys want to hear us talk about. So pitch us your ideas on there. And also, don't forget, you can call in and join in our discussion at 571-991-0566. Once again, it's 571-991-0566. All right. So the Golden State Warriors have done something that pretty much we haven't really seen in history be done. They've put together 4 all-star players on this, 2 of whom are superstars in Kevin Durant. Nigel, do you think it's possible that we could ever see a
no, because I mean, you gotta think all of it happened just due to perfect circumstance. No, I don't think it really will ever happen again. I don't think you're ever. I mean, you never really get a superstar that happens to get injured in his first couple of years and signs a well below market value contract. Randomly, draft 2 other guys who sign max deals right before the cap explodes, while getting another superstar who gets out of his contract at the person right before the cap explodes again. It's just it's probably just one of them.
Yeah, funny enough, like as you listed, I'm like, man, it really is. Like, the way the circumstance worked out is crazy. Okay, well, do you think that maybe if even though the Golden State Warriors was very much by chance. Think about how the Miami Heat formed their big 3. They planned it all out.
I mean,
You think if some players came in around the same time, or if some players were friends and they were like, hey, on your next deal, sign a 2-year deal instead of a 4-year or whatever year deal. And that way you will become a free agent at the same time as us. And that way, we can form our own big whatever. And we'll all take below market value. Because essentially that's what LeBron did. That's what Chris Bosh did. That's what Dwayne Wade did when they all joined in Miami. And they decided to form that big, and they all were able to get together well below market value. So, and then even with the situation, it depends on also how much the owner wants to spend. Because if you have the bird, or if a team has the bird rights to every player, then you could go over the cap to pay for that player's contract. So, say you have like a LeBron, like a Cleveland situation. You have a Cleveland situation, and then Cleveland, if you're in position, you have pieces that you can trade the Knicks for to get Carmelo Anthony. Then you would have four star players on one team, essentially, that even though you're going to be cap strong and you're going to be over the luxury tax like a mother lover, you will essentially have 4 star players on one team.
Yeah, I was supposed to take it easy with the word.
No, that's why I didn't say superstar.
Yeah,
I said 4 star players.
Yeah, but that's like a poor man's 4-star players compared to the Warriors. I mean, you have 4-star players, but 2 of them one of them's 34, the other's 32, and it's like they're not in their prime like the Warriors are. So do I think the Miami situation will happen again? Not really.
Really?
Just nothing will happen. It's just too much. It's too much money to leave on the table.
It is a lot of money to leave on the table. But even think about teams that started young. Say Miami situation. You got Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns. They all have grown up on the same team together. Say they all want to stay together, and they're like, guys, let's we want to win.
That's different though. They're already on the team. That's not.
But wouldn't that be another situation similar to Golden? Well, it wouldn't be exactly Golden State, but so you think that's more so akin to Oklahoma City?
Yeah, that's Oklahoma City, which is perfectly fine. I mean, that's no different than a lot of teams before. It's just like if the Lakers. If somehow Randall turns into Charles Barkley, D'Angelo Russell turns into Steph Curry, and turns into So if it's like Kyrie Irving off the bat, and Brandon Ingram turns into poor man's Kevin Durant. I mean, they got drafted together. I mean, if the Lakers want to, they can go over the cap. They don't have to collaborate, sign a 100 market deal or anything like that. So that's not easy. It's not like John Wall. Like for example, a team be like John Wall, Mark Cousins, and somebody that's not superstars.
Bradley Beal will be an all-star.
I'm talking superstars. Okay, you're right. Chris Bosh wasn't. I don't think he was considered a superstar. He was considered an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
So and like a Bradley Beal aside,
I think Draymond Green's considered an all-star, not a superstar.
Superstar role player. I mean, I'm not even talking right now. Arguably the best role player in the league right now.
But wouldn't that be an all-star?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Like, if he's a superstar role player, doesn't that equal out to being an all-star?
Yeah, but he's still better than Bradley Beal.
And you think Klay Thompson's a superstar?
No.
So he would be an all-star?
I don't think he's a
Klay Thompson?
I think he should have.
You don't think he should all-star?
Should have been Damian over him. I don't like Damian Lillard.
Well, I mean, but you don't think Klay Thompson is an all-star in general? Like, he's an all-star, like, caliber player.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's what I mean. I'm not talking about, like, this.
Okay, yeah, he's a kind of player. So, yeah, I'm talking about that. I'm trying to get somebody who's on, like, Chris Bosh's level. I'm not going to use Bradley Beal, who I don't think is anywhere near Chris Bosh's level.
Okay, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, Bradley Beal, maybe Blake Griffin.
Okay, so take off Bradley Beal. Take Bradley Beal with that. And put Griffin in. And those three, because they're not even, the only one who's available would be...
Well, Blake Griffin's contract expires this year.
Yeah, DeMarcus was supposed to as well, but I think they resigned.
Yeah.
But if those three guys were like, let's all team up, I don't know, it's just too much money to leave on the team. DeMarcus Cousins is talking about a $250 million contract. He ain't leaving that table.
I think you just have to catch this. You have to. I mean, it's a perfect personalities. You really like Golden State is this. Like I entirely agree that this is probably never going to happen again. With this, because even the NBA is going to try and keep instituting rules to try and keep players on their teams. Like people are saying that they hate the restricted free agency rule that players have to go through after the rookie contract. But even like they're going to do whatever they can to try and keep guys on their teams. That's why they incentivize so much more money, so guys will be willing to stay on their teams to discourage guys. Like if you look at $30 million and you're like, man, but I can go win a championship. A lot of guys are gonna be like, that's $30 million though. So. I do think it's something that's rare. And Kevin Durant obviously was just like, man, I want to win. He saw what the writing was on the wall from what he thought it was going to be, or the chances of it being, and was like, I love how they play. I want to go win with them. So
more like he couldn't get it done. So
well, then what about? You think of James, LeBron James? He couldn't get it done in Cleveland. He saw the writing on the wall for Cleveland. He was like, I got to go. So what if you just have a disgruntled superstar who's just like, I'm tired of losing. I want to go somewhere. What if Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum were like, all right, like somebody come here, like they went and made a campaign for somebody to come there. What if they went and got Anthony Davis? They went and campaigned for Anthony Davis to come there. Then also you get another guy and you pair them all four of those guys up. That situation.
Yeah, if they have the money to do so.
That's true. I mean, but it would be exactly like Golden State. Think about it. Anthony Davis. The only difference would be that you don't rate Draymond Green. But if you have already the backcourt of CJ and Damian, it's similar to Steph and Clay.
See, we're talking about situations that can't literally impossible.
Well, the only anomaly here was Draymond Green, essentially. Because think about it, they drafted Draymond. You don't normally get all those guys that are so good in such low levels, or Draymond in the lower level.
I'm trying to say is pick a team that actually have happened to. It couldn't have happened to them.
Who? The Trailblazers?
No.
Well, not this offseason.
No, it couldn't have happened at all. Ever.
What do you mean?
So, for example, you're talking about so they say, we're going to sign Anthony Davis. I say, well, no, you're not, because, we can just match the offer and then bring him right back.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about last season. I'm talking about when he becomes a free agent.
Down the road.
They're all essentially the same age.
Okay, I'm saying, this is why I'm saying, like, it's so impossible that I'm trying to get you to pick a team that's possible. Mm-hmm. They're capped. Who has the second highest payroll in the league?
I'm not actually sure.
Portland Trail Blazers do.
I thought it was the Clippers.
No, Portland Trail Blazers. So even if down the road they say, we're gonna sign him, then they can't because they're capped out. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm like saying, they'll go sign Anthony. They can't because they've already wasted all their money.
Well, that's essentially where the Warriors are at, and then they got rid of the pieces on their team to be able to do so.
They had the cap space because
the cap boom.
Cap A, B, they weren't gonna pay Harrison Barnes, and C, they get rid of. And it's like who was a movable contract due to the cap booming. The nobody's gonna take on Alan Crabb making $17 million. Nobody's gonna take on Myers Leonard making $12 million. Nobody's gonna take on Evan Turner making $17 million as well. Those are just terrible contracts. Evan Turner, extremely terrible contracts.
Essentially, the best scenario this could happen at would be Washington.
Philly, actually.
Philly,
yeah.
Ben Simmons
will still be on his rookie contract. Joel Embiid will just be getting his first
restricted agent.
It's his rookie max deal.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have another guy on his rookie deal. Depending on how the Lakers or Kings do, you'll have another guy on their rookie deal. And they'll still have a ton of space while they have moving pieces in Jahlil Okafor and Nerlens Noel. So if there was going to be a team to do it, it'd be Philly.
True. keep a lookout on that. See how everything works out. So, but both of us are revoting that.
No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I know most likely not. It's never going to happen.
All right, y'all. It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, your 25-day. That's going to be it for tonight. Remember, y'all, to follow KBR Sports and subscribe on Rabble TV, Spreaker, YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Also, don't forget to tweet us at KBR_sports. We want to hear your opinions about our show and our discussions. What you guys think you guys might want to add to the show, what you want us to talk about. Give us your opinions. Tweet us at KBR_sports. And don't forget on the podcast so we can get yours on there as well. And don't forget, you guys can always call in and join our discussion at 571-991-0566. Once again, it's 571-991-0566. Nigel, you got an inspirational quote of the day.
Oh, yeah, I do. Fan for a second. I forgot I had it up.
I mean...
Alright, don't
worry.
Well,
it's okay. You got it?
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I was just going to say, I'm going to bring up one more thing about Vegeta.
Okay.
But...
No. Anyway, from a guy who says, I wonder if we might ourselves to remember what life is really all about. Not to be afraid about what we're less than flashy than the next. Not to worry that our influence is not a tornado, but that rather than that, a grain of sand in an oyster. Do we have that kind of patience?
Wow.
Brendan, do you know what that means?
No idea.
I didn't think you did.
I didn't even. I listened to half of it. I'm not gonna
Alright, well, there you go.
I'm sorry, bro.
There you go.
I'm gonna go back and listen to it later, but I was like, I heard the oyster part, and then
Yes.
I listened in and out of parts of it. Like, what does this even mean? Like, you just don't get something.
Alright, so I think it might be a little too long.
A little advanced.
Yeah, so I shortened it a little bit. So I'm gonna give you the cliff notes essentially.
Okay, cliff notes.
The cliff notes of a two-sentence quote.
Cool.
Don't worry if your influence is less impactful than somebody else's. It may have more impact than you think. There you go.
Fortune cookie.
There you go.
Hello. All right, y'all have a great night. KBR Sports. We will have a show on Friday, y'all. It'll be our Super Bowl show. Don't forget to tune in, y'all. It's KBR Sports, best sports talk show, your 24-hour night.
Oh, 20 points.